Hello, everyone. Today we're taking a look at ChainLink, Link, cryptocurrency analysis and prediction. Welcome back to Crypto Cash. This is your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency analysis. And just before you take a look, I ask that you please consider subscribing to get notified as soon as these videos are released. This gives you a head start so you can effectively plan out your trades and make an informed decision. I cover everything that's trending, those that are not, everything in between. I have years of trading experience as well. My goal is to share my knowledge with the world, so thank you very much for tuning in. I always like to start off with the fundamentals and just dive into the technical data thereafter. I also provide you with action plans for the future so you know what I would do in each scenario as a day trader and a swing trader alike. Be sure to stick around to the end for my recommendations. Please note, however, this is not financial advice. This video is designed for educational purposes only. Now let's get started with the fundamentals. Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network which aims to connect smart contracts with data from the real world. Chainlink is a platform that aims to bridge the gap between blockchain technology-based smart contracts, which was made widespread by Ethereum, and real-world applications. Since blockchains cannot access data outside their network, oracles, essentially a DeFi instrument, are needed to function as data feeds in smart contracts. Decentralized finance. Total supply is 1 billion, currently at 42% of its total capacity. Today's high was $40.57. Today's low was $34.73. It's a daily change of 26%. The 52-week high is $40.57. That was just hit a moment ago, whereas the 52-week low is 15 cents. Man, I wish I got in at that point. The price has changed a lot in the past 24 hours. Previous consolidation periods was short-lived, with a price spike again recently to test the resistance of $38.89. It was tested again today and broke past to hit a high of $40.58, which makes the resistance level presently at $40.58 and a support at $38.01. And now for the technical analysis. For my day traders out there, as you can see on the 15-minute chart, the RSI is overbought sitting at 80. The MACD shows us a lot of bullish momentum, but it does appear to be dying off some. The volume has also been very high overall in the past 12 hours, which is excellent for day traders. The VWAP has also held as a support line pretty much all day, which is great as well. It's got a small variance, so keep an eye on the VWAP and how it reacts to the price movement. Also bear in mind it's currently overextended right now, so a pullback is likely. So anytime you see the VWAP separate from the price action jumps above and beyond the VWAP, then you want to be careful because there's a likelihood of it coming back down and bouncing off the VWAP and or dropping below and creating a resistance level. Here is a couple of options I would consider as a day trader. If I was feeling bullish, I would wait 30 minutes after the currency is still respecting the support level established by the VWAP first. If it holds, I would take a small position first, maybe 25%. I would also see how the price reacts to the resistance line of $40.58. Now, if the price breaks above for at least just say 2 5-minute green bars, I would consider adding more to my position. Now, if you're familiar with this channel, I typically always like to refer to 2 15-minute green bars. That's usually my safe spot. But in this case, with it moving up so quickly, 2 5-minute green bars could suffice. But in that position, I would add probably another 25% if that were to happen. I would then continue to pay attention to the RSI to ensure it isn't over 80. I always get a little nervous when the RSI is over 80. That's just my thing. I've been burned by the RSI a few times by staying in too long. So just consider paying attention to that if you're taking a short-term day trading position. I usually like to take the profits whenever I can, so I'll likely take about 50% of my total position, sell that outright as soon as it hits 80, and then just a little bit more, average it up as I get closer to my goal. That way, when I see the momentum shifting, I have very little left. So that's usually my goal there. If I felt like the price was going down, however, I would like to pay close attention to the support level of $38.01 to see if it gets tested. If the variance is large enough for it to break and stay below, the previous support is now considered resistance. Once this is identified, I'd look at the RSI to see if it's considered overbought, and then typically anything under 45 is a good entry point. That's kind of my sweet spot as well when it comes to shorting. I would also remember to see if the MACD is trending downward and losing momentum. If so, I would consider this to be a fairly perfect storm, and I would remember to average down by selling off small portions of my total so I can take profits whenever possible in case the price does correct itself. Again, the common denominator here is to not go all in, to do small positions as you see more indications favorably working in the direction that you're heading. Okay, so just please be aware that you'll get used to me saying that in this channel. For my swing traders out there, taking a look at the 4-hour chart, you can see the 50 and 100-day moving averages are working as support lines. So be mindful of this moving forward, as they will get tested soon after the price sells off and loses momentum. Currently, the indicators tell us the bulls are in control, but this could change in a heartbeat. So, just be very cautious. I would say the RSI being as extremely high as it is right now, it would be an indication to not consider a long position. And if you're, feeling long, then just wait until we get more confirmations. I would not consider taking a long position at this exact moment, though. The MACD is almost fully extended too, which implies a shift in momentum could occur soon. And obviously, again, the RSI over 80, actually in this case, it looks like it's about 90 plus, tells us it's considered extremely overbought. Me personally, in this situation as a swing trader, what I would do for a long position is wait for the price to drop a little bit more if I was planning to go long. Patience is key. Okay, so be patient. Scenarios like this, when the price spikes up, try not to buy into the hype. Unless the price jumps over the resistance line of $40.50 and stays above for 15 to 30 minutes, you might want to wait a little bit. So for me, that would be my indication to possibly go long, as if it were to break that resistance level and stay above for, just say again, 15 to 30 minutes, preferably 2 green bars. The reason for this is because the RSI is still at its peak. So I'm a little concerned with the current momentum. I only prefer to take long positions when the RSI is under 70. Even though the MACD does look good, I always prefer to invest when I have at least 3 indicators present, and there isn't enough here for me to feel comfortable with that kind of position. On the inverse, if I was feeling bearish, which that could likely happen in this situation, I would wait until after the RSI is overextended. Of course, as long as it's in the 80s or higher, perfect situation. It is presently there right now. I would also want to wait for 2 15-minute red bars, right? So once it hits that resistance level and bounces and holds, you wait for approximately 30 minutes to confirm its holding place. You'll learn this about me. When I swing trade, I'm always going back and forth between the 5, 15-minute, and 4-hour time frames. So you'll hear me reference that frequently, because each one of these time frames has very big benefits. So the 4-hour time frame is nice for the big picture, kind of bird's eye view of what's going on, but you need to get more articulate and look at the 5-minute chart sometimes. I've even ventured into the 1-minute charts, depending on what I'm trading. High volume, high volatility, 1-minute chart works great. In this situation, though, I would say no smaller than 5 is probably ideal. But once I get both indications of a sell signal, I would only put in about 20% of my trade position until I keep getting confirmation it's going down. Another thing you know about my swing trade, or my style here essentially, is that when I short, I always like to sell in small positions, 20% of the time. If you've heard me say this before, I'll probably say it again, because that's just kind of what works well for me. It ensures I'm always profitable. I've been burned a few too many times, and I want to ensure you don't get burned. So please listen to me here. Take small positions and sell small positions as well, right? So all in, all out should not be the scenario unless you are holding for over 30 days, okay? So just some friendly advice there. Don't go on all in unless you're hodling. Some of you are familiar with that term. Perhaps you can give this a try yourself and tell me if it works for you. Comment below. And I also can't stress this enough. Make sure you set your targets before you go into any trade scenario. If you don't have a target in place, then you're kind of just aimlessly, hoping for the best. And, luck does favor you occasionally in this market, but it will constantly beat you down because you can only get lucky for so long. So set goals, work within your means. And get out and take your profit too. Don't be greedy and try to hold on for longer and wait for it to bounce back. Take what you can get. The key to profitable trading is literally to survive to trade another day. I've survived this long because I've learned by my mistakes, and I hope you can do the same as well. If you do find benefit from this content, please like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. Comment below if there's anything else I can do to improve your trading experience. Please feel free to contact me on Telegram, Instagram, or Twitter. Links in the description below. Also comment below and let me know what positions you're holding and if there's anything else you may want for me to go ahead and analyze. Comment below. Let's all learn and grow together and build your wealth. That's the whole point of this, right? So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you again soon.